The hum at dusk. By the time the sun dipped behind the tree line, the ranch was breathing the way it always did. Slow, steady, alive. 30 acres of land stretched out around Malik Carter like a private universe. Tall grass rolled in soft waves, cicadas stitched the air with rhythm, and the heat of the summer day still clung to his skin. It was the kind of warm that made you feel rooted, like nothing bad could happen as long as you stood your ground. Malik liked that feeling. At 25, he carried himself with quiet certainty, broad shoulders, calm eyes, the kind of man who didn't rush and didn't flinch. The ranch had been in his family for generations, and when he stood on the porch of the farmhouse, hands resting on the railing, he felt bigger than fear, bigger than loneliness. His family had taken a short trip, nothing unusual, a few days of silence. Malik didn't mind. He liked the quiet. At exactly 7:12 p.m., something changed. It wasn't a sound at first. It was a pause. The cicadas stuttered, their song skipping like a scratched record. The breeze stopped moving through the grass. Even the sky looked wrong, too smooth, as if someone had turned down the contrast on reality. Malik straightened. "All right," he muttered, scanning the land. "Funny." Then the hum started, low, subtle, not loud enough to hear, but strong enough to feel, vibrating in his teeth, in the bones of his chest. It reminded him of standing near power lines as a kid, or a bass note from a song you didn't remember turning on. He stepped off the porch, boots pressed into warm dirt. The hum deepened. Malik walked toward the eastern fence line where the grass grew taller and the shadows stretched longer. The sun had vanished now, leaving the land bathed in bruised purples and dark gold. Somewhere far off, a windmill creaked. The sound felt late, like it arrived after it should have. That's when he noticed the footprints. They weren't animal, they weren't human, too deep, too clean. 3 long impressions, each one pressed into the soil as if whatever made them weighed more than it should. Malik's jaw tightened. "Show yourself," he called out, voice steady. The hum answered him, stronger now. The air grew thick, heavy. The smell changed, like hot metal after rain. Malik felt the hair on his arms rise, every instinct he'd ever trusted standing up all at once. Then he heard it, a sound like a song, broken, off-key, almost melodic, almost familiar. It echoed from different directions at once, wrapping around him, crawling under his skin. He turned slowly. Something moved in the grass, not fast, watching. His heart started pounding, but his feet stayed planted. Malik refused to run. Whatever this was, it had wandered onto his land. The shadows stretched and folded in on themselves. The shape in the grass stood taller, too tall, its outline blurring, flickering like bad reception. For a split second, Malik thought he saw eyes. Too many of them, or maybe none at all. Then, nothing. Silence slammed down hard. Malik blinked. The sky was darker. Full night now. The stars above looked unfamiliar, slightly misplaced. His phone buzzed violently in his pocket, screen flashing static instead of light. He checked the time. No signal, no date. His head throbbed. "How long?" he whispered. The ranch felt wrong now, smaller, like it had shifted when he wasn't looking. The hum was gone, but something else lingered. A pressure behind his eyes, a missing chunk of memory he couldn't reach, no matter how hard he tried. Headlights appeared in the distance. Malik turned as a car pulled into the driveway. Relief flooded him. His family stepped out, laughing softly, calling his name. "Malik, we're home!" He took a step forward, then stopped. They looked like his family, sounded like them, smiled the same way, but their timing was off. Their voices came a half-second too late. Their eyes reflected the porch light wrong, too bright, too still. His mother tilted her head. "You okay, baby?" she asked. Malik felt the hum stir again, faint but familiar, deep in his chest. "Yeah," he said slowly. Behind him, in the tall grass, something shifted, settling back in, waiting. And Malik realized he couldn't remember how long he'd been alone, or what the ranch had taken from him